Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Anyone watching in Poland? Dzień dobry wieczór. Niemowy po polskie. Angielski dziękuję bardzo. We've got coming up for you tonight a cracking match. Lee is already there in chat, raring to go. Warrington playing Hull KR. Run through the team lineups quickly. Warrington go with Dufty, Dewlis, Ashton, Williams, Drinkwater, Vaughan, Curry, Nicholson, Ty, Holroyd, Powell and Lindock. Hull KR go with Evalds, Guildhart, Hall, Lewis. Mikey Lewis must have passed his HIA. Sue, Hadley, Batchelor, Minchella, Parcell, Whitbread, May and Burgess. I'm still having nightmares about those Warrington names from the good hiding we got at the Brick Community Stadium. Oh, we've got Warrington kicking off from left to right in the blue, as per usual. Everything looks good with the stream. There we go. Hull, I'm not going to keep calling them Hull KR all night. It's just going to have to be Hull. They're playing in the pink and they're kicking from right to left, almost up to the halfway line. That's 5 tackles gone. Spread it out wide. Mikey Lewis puts a high kick in. It's going to land on about the 22 metres out. And Thewlis with a good take there. Doesn't make any ground, but gathers it safely. Warrington didn't make any ground there on that first tackle. Quick off the mark, Hull KR. I'm not going to call them Hull KR, I've just said that. It takes too much time. They're pushing offside a little bit there. Not been pinged yet by the referee, but they're going to have to be careful. Vaughan drives it up to the, I think it's Vaughan, drives it up to the 40. Powell trying to get to the halfway line, can't quite make it though. 5th tackle, kick's going to come in from Warrington's own 40. It's going to land on the 10. And Burgess takes it well, goes to set off, charging back but slips, makes it up to the 20. Safely in his hands though. And Hull will start the next phase. They're up to the 30. Looks like it's perfect rugby league conditions. 3 in the tackle there for Warrington. Don't forget to use the chat. Let us know what your thoughts are about tonight's game. Who you're supporting. Little chip comes over the top there. And May was, he put a lovely little kick in. Let's see who that was who was trying to get after it. It's rolled out of play though, so it's going to be, is it on the 4th? It's gone into touch, so it's either a handover. Yeah, it is. Warrington will be starting on their own, about 22 metres out. 3 Hull defenders in the tackle there. Powell in at dummy half. Lindock drives that forward. He doesn't make much ground though there. And that's a penalty. I don't think it was for offside. I think, yeah, messing about the play of the ball, holding down Lindock. So it'll be a penalty to Warrington in their own half. You could see straight from the start of this match that Hull were trying to get into Warrington's face, quickly off the mark, trying to stamp their authority in the tackle as well. Just overdid things there a little bit though. Vaughan drives that one up. Leah says, come on, Warrington, as always. Oh, missed pass there, though, by Warrington. And it's Hull back in possession now. They're about 25 metres out. Looked like it was a forward pass as well there. Good intent, though, by Warrington. Yeah, good to have you in the chat, Leah. Hope you get the result that you want. Oh, that was a good cup of coffee. Should be something stronger, shouldn't it, on a Friday night? But there you go. There's going to be a penalty now to... It's going to be a penalty to Hull KR. It was Curry lifting a leg. I don't think he went beyond the horizontal, though. I think he was a little bit unlucky there. Either way, referee says penalty, and that's what we've got to go with. So about 25 yards out, Hull trying to come down the left-hand side. Hadley trying to drive it in. Centre field now. That's going to be driven in by Sue. He's up to the 10 metre. Parcel in at dummy half. They're coming down the left-hand side now, Hull KR. Once again, it's Hadley. He's well wrapped up there, though. Powell in the tackle. Now they ride under the posts. Trying to drive over there. I can't see who it is, but he's going to be held up about a metre short. That's going to be over. Sue goes over there. I think they might have a look at this. No, they haven't. It's been given. I thought he might have lost that ball, you know, as he went over the line. And then regathered it. But the referee's there. Points straight to the floor. Blows his whistle. So Sue. SAS gets over the try line, and it's going to be an easy conversion as well. Oh yeah, he didn't. He kind of lost it a little bit, but he'd already grounded the ball, so the referee was in a perfect position as well. Vaughan was trying to get in on that tackle as well, but he couldn't get there because of the post and the padding, and it was left down to it looked like Powell. I couldn't see who else, and Sue just had too much power there. Carlos says, hey Jimmy, hey Carlos, good to have you in the chat, my friend. As always, I hope the weather's playing ball in Mexico. Frankie James, hi guys, just popping in to say hello. Hope you all enjoy the match. Thank you, Frankie. Frankie's packing. She's off to Malaga on a hen do on Sunday, leaving Jimmy James all on his own. I'm sure I'll find something to keep myself busy. I was going to be doing some gardening, but it's been lovely in Devon this week. 2 points is converted, no problems there for Mikey Lewis. Yeah, we've had lovely weather, but this last 2 or 3 hours, there's a cloud come over. The sheep in the fields, they're taking cover. I get a feeling we've got a storm coming, so hopefully we don't get any interruptions to the feed. Fingers crossed anyway. Warrington 0, Hull KR 6. Going to be Powell to get us underway again. He goes to Hull's right. Burgess takes that. Right on his own goal line, drives it up to the 10. Loses his shots. He lost them upwards instead of downwards. That was a wedgie and a half. But Powell just put a big hit in there. Couldn't see who it was. But Sue drives it over the 20. That'll be 3 tackles completed. Centre field, looking to go down the right-hand side now, Hull. Bachelor drives it over the 30. He's probably about 35 yards there. 4 tackles gone. Are they going to put a kick in here on the 4th? They are. Puts a low kick in there, did Mikey Lewis. It's going to bounce for Ashton. Takes it well. Can't make any ground, but he gathers it safely. And they'll be starting on about their own 25 metre line, Will Warrington. That's Lindop driving it up. He's driven back, though. He lost 2 or 3 metres there after the contact. Driven driven right up the middle again by Warrington. Third tackle. And straight from the start of this match, 4 Hull KR defenders in that tackle. They're trying to stop Warrington getting any momentum going forward with the ball. 5th tackle. Was that Drinkwater it was with the kick? It lands on the 20. It's trapped on the floor and then driven forward by Evalds. Hull trying to drive up to the halfway. 2 tackles gone. Centre field. That's Parcell. Batchelor trying to go down the right hand side. Just under the pump a little bit, Warrington at the minute. This will be the 5th tackle now. Centre field, about 15 metres out. We're trying to go down the right hand side here. Hull intercepted though by Ashton. He can't make hay with it though because he's wrapped up straight away. So good defence there from Warrington. What do you think so far, Leah? It's been a good start from Hull. Both teams are given a penalty away. They're trying to come down the right hand side now. George Williams with a missed pass. Fifth tackle. Kick comes in from their own 30. It's going to land on the 20. Burgess gathers. He's driving it back. He's already up to his own 40. He's about 40, on about the 44 metre mark when they'll start this next set, Hull. So straight away again. Batchelor drives it over the 40. 2 Warrington defenders in attendance. They're trying to come down the left-hand side now. They did have numbers, but they decided to straighten it up. Tackled on the 30 was Hadley. This time they're going down the right-hand side. Missed pass there, almost intercepted. That's a forward pass, blimey. Blimey O'Reilly. That was something you'd see at... you'd see that in school rugby league. It wasn't just an inch or 2 forward, it was like 2 or 3 feet forward. Burgess has got a bit of claret coming out of his bugle. He's had a good start though as a fullback for Hull. It's going to be a scrum to Warrington on their own 30, centre field. Coming down the right hand side, Williams tries for a little gap there. He's wrapped up though. They're up to their own 30. Tight drives it up to the 40. That looked a little bit high, that. Referee says no, crack on. Now they've got a chance to come down the left hand side of Warrington with Dufty. He's wrapped up though. He had Matty Ashton there. Ashton tries going himself from dummy half. And now Warrington are trying to hurry. Oh, George Williams, what are you doing? George Williams tried putting the kick in there. It got blocked. Then it was a foot race with a Hull player. He couldn't get back, and it's Hull on the attack now. There was nobody offside there, and it was Mikey Williams who pounced on that first. And they're already up to Warrington's 30 metre line. 3 tackles completed. Hadley up to the 20. 2 tackles to go. Pretty central. They're trying to go down the right hand side maybe. No, straightened up and driven towards about 12 metres out. Central with a post. 5th tackle. Coming down the left hand side. Mikey Lewis puts a little chip kick in. It's gonna land. That's not going to be a try. That was knocked on surely by Ryan Hall. They're going upstairs. The referee says he's got no try. It was Ryan Hall who went up to challenge for the ball. He knocked it forward himself and then dropped on it himself and grounded the ball. But there was already a knock on in there. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be a handover to Warrington. Leah, you can stop panicking. I'm pretty sure. Thewlis went up with... Thewlis was challenging Ryan Hall in the air, but it definitely came off Ryan Hall's hand. In fact, he was a little bit unlucky, Hall, because if he'd have managed to gather it with his other hand, Thewlis wouldn't have stopped him getting over the line, but he couldn't, and he's knocked it on. So that will be Warrington ball, and the score will remain Warrington 0, OKR 6. Yeah, a bit of handover there. So I won't say Warrington survive, because they had numbers back for that Mikey Lewis little chip kick there. But if Ryan Hall had gathered that in and he was close to doing it, he would have just dropped over the line. Would have been, could have been, didn't. 6-0 it remains. Warrington driving it up now with Vaughan. That's 3 tackles gone. Almost up. Oh, well, they've just gone over their own 40 now. Powell in at dummy half. Spreads it right. They're going to run it here. Vaughan again. Drives it up. Almost up to Hull's 40. This is the 5th, so it's going to be a kick coming in from Drinkwater. It's going to land on about the 15-metre mark, collected by Burgess. He gets a little cheeky offload away there. And Hiku, he didn't run down the line where there was a little bit of a gap for fear of being driven into touch, and he came back inside. Probably quite wise, actually. Ryan Hall, he's driving up towards almost halfway, centre field. Mikey Lewis in at dummy half. Little Mikey Lewis shrugs off Nicholson there and gets over the 40-metre line in Warrington's half. Driven in by Sue over the 30. 5th tackle. They're coming down the left-hand side. Are they going to put a little chip kick in? They are. Thewlis takes that well. Tackled straight away on the 10-metre line, but he always had that in hand, did the fullback there. But once again, that's 2 tackles completed, and Warrington have gone nowhere. George Williams in at dummy half. Lindop trying to drive it forward. He can't make any headway either. 3rd tackle completed, 12 metres gained. Up to their own. Duffy's tackled on their own 40 there for Warrington. 5th tackle, it's going to be a kick coming in from Drinkwater. Great kick, but has he got too much on it? It's gone too far. It's under the post and it's gone out on... He would have... it's not too bad a result, actually. Restart on the 20, but I think he was hoping it was just going to hold up in goal. Just a little bit too much on it, though. OKR. Burgess drives it up to just short of their own 40-metre mark. 2 tackles gone and they're almost up to halfway. OKR are finding it easy. Too easy, actually. Sam Burgess won't be happy with that. 3 tackles gone and they're up to Warrington's 40-metre. a change there. Sue's gone off. Tangino's come on. Tanginori straight into the action there. Drives right up the middle, about 15 metres out. Fifth tackle, chip kick comes in. On this time, you know what I'm going to say. Warrington don't get away with it this time. Sue got up there and he leapt like a salmon, as the saying goes. Plucked it out of the air and Tyrone May leapt like a salmon, took it out of the air and just dropped. As soon as he caught it, he needed to just drop to the floor, and because he was already over the try line. Lovely little chip kick came through there from Mikey Lewis. And it's going to be, I won't say the conversion's a given, because it's fair way out to the left-hand side, but it's not right on the touchline. Blimey. It's all quiet in the chat, by the way. Let us know what you're thinking in the chat. Have they peaked too soon, Hull, or is this is the evening set? We've got what, 20 minutes gone almost, a quarter of the match, and Warrington haven't really laid a glove on Hull KR in an attacking sense. They've not really had any real decent possession in dangerous territory in Hull KR's half. And from the very first play, Hull KR have been charging into that tackle quickly, pushing offside at times, but so far they've got away with it. Mikey Lewis is going to try and put this conversion over. Have you finished work yet, Carlos? Did you finish early on a Friday? Mikey Lewis puts the kick in. Just pulled it across. It looked like it was in and it just drifted at the last minute away. So it'll stay Hull KR 10. Warrington still to get off the big fat donuts. The Warrington fans are trying to get behind the team. They always have good support, Warrington, but it's going to be Powell to get us back underway. Kicks it down Hull's right. It's collected right on the goal line, driven up to the 10 by Hull. 3 Warrington defenders in attendance there. And again, Williams, Vaughan make a good tackle. And now Warrington are trying to play Hull at their own game. Quick off the mark, getting into the faces. 4th tackle gone. They've only made... There was a handoff there, though. And that's Hadley trying to drive over the 40. 5th tackle. Kick comes in down Warrington's right. It's fielded by Dufty on his 10. Gets up to about the 25 metre mark, and then 4 Hull KR defenders meeting. Williams in at dummy half. Driven up to... Still only at the 30. Can't make any metres there. Messing about at the play of the ball, though, were Hull. And that'll be a penalty to Warrington. It was Hadley, the offender. You can see what Hull are trying to do, trying to get into Wolves' face, Wolves players' faces with a quick off the mark at the play of the ball, and they're trying to slow the play of the ball down, getting 2, 3, 4 defenders in the tackle. But Hadley, I couldn't see who else was in the tackle within them, but there was only 2 of them there, so he was trying to mess about a bit. give his colleagues a chance to get back. And Bateman's on for Warrington. Good signing that for Warrington. Bateman, he doesn't look that strong, does he, till he gets the ball. He makes so many metres after the tackle. Oh, that's a knock on there. It was Nicholson trying to break the line. It was a short pass he received, and as he hit the floor, it bounced out of his... Was there a hand in there as well? Not really. It's just as he hit the floor, the ball kind of squirted out, and it was a knock on. It's a penalty. Not sure why that was given as a penalty. Maybe someone was getting a bit trappy with the referee, saying there was a hand in there. Either way, Hull start on the halfway line now. So they're about 45 metres out. Centre field. Now with a little short pass to Whitbread there, he drives it up to the 30. Didn't make much yardage though after he got that. Looking to... They got numbers out on the right hand side here, but get straightened up there by Hull. Now the centre field, looking to come down the left hand side. Mikey Lewis with a little chip kick into the corner. Ryan Hawk, that's got to be either a free kick or a knock on. Gildart thinks he scored a try, but there was a potential push in the back of the Warrington defender. I think it might have been Thewlis. And I'll be surprised if this is given a try. If you're a Hull KR fan, you won't see anything wrong with it. It's one of them. However, if you're a Warrington Wolves fan, you'll be saying it was a definite push in the back, and potentially, I think, a knock on as well. I'm not sure what they're actually. So Ryan Hall, he's in the back of Thewlis, puts his elbow into his head, kind of. I think he knocks it on as well. Yeah, Ryan Hall's knocked that on, so Warrington will survive again. And Gildart will be disappointed. But these Mikey Lewis, not the high kicks, these little chip kicks into the corner, they're causing Warrington a definite issue, and they're definitely targeting Warrington's right hand side. Whether they think Thewlis is a little bit weak in the air, I don't know why, because I've never thought him to have a problem. But they've obviously come up with a plan, have Hull. Gildart shakes his head, but it was a knock on anyway. Just make sure this chat's working. It certainly is working. Warrington, with Ty, gets up to his own 20, scrambles his way forward, Powell in at dummy half. Little pass there to Bateman. It looked like he enjoyed that one. Almost up to the 30. Ashton up to about 35. Powell in at dummy half once again. He goes right. Vaughan gets over the 40. Problem is, there's 4 tackles gone here for Warrington. Dufty. Oh, lovely little pass there to George Williams, and back inside to Dufty. Numbers on the outside if they need it. Warrington, pass the ball, man! Oh, why didn't you put the pass in? 5th tackle, right down the right-hand side. Williams puts a chip kick over to the left-hand side where there's numbers. But there's an easy take there for Hull, and the danger's averted. Just that one pass extra. And now they've given a free kick away of Warrington. Don't say anything else because he'll march you another 10. I think that was frustration as well. But, oh my word. It was a lovely break there from Dufty to George Williams. They brought the line and they had a two-man overlap on the right. And if it had gone one more pass to the right, there was a chance you would have got pushed into touch. But there's also a chance that with the dive, you get in at the corner and the pass never came, so we'll never know. Hull, almost on halfway. They're about 45 metres out. Centre field. Trying to come down the left-hand side. That's Hadley. He gets over halfway. Looking to come down the right now. Now they straighten that up. Mikey Lewis trying to come down the left-hand side. He gets hit. The ball squirts out. It was picked up by... This is going to be Warrington's first try. And it's Thewlis who picked it up. Are they going to go upstairs to see if there was a... What's the issue here? It was a good tackle. Robert Harvison, great chat, thank you. Oh, good to have you in the chat, Robert. Hope you've had a good week, my friend. The ball came loose from a Hull player in the tackle. And the first player to pick it up was Thewlis. We're just having a look at the tackle. I don't think it was a knock-on. I think it came out Mikey Lewis it was. So it's a fair tackle because he's dipped. Nothing wrong with that at all. Oh, who's that who's come in though? Is there any contact? I hope there's no contact with his head. No, I don't think there was. Yeah, nothing wrong with that at all. It's come out on contact. And Thewlis picked it up. He was in the perfect position and went the full length of the field. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this, Robert. I don't know what they're looking at it for. There was no contact with the head. It wasn't knocked on by a Warrington player. No, what? They're making something out of... You can't disallow this try there because you're talking split. You're talking thousands of seconds with contacts and... I'm sure it wasn't knocked on. I think it just came out. It was Yates who came in to help with the tackle. Or unless Yates got his hand to that and knocked it forward. Oh, the way it came out there, it might be... So the ball's come out there, and then I think it's been knocked on by Yates. I thought it was hit. I thought it was thrown back by Mikey Lewis with the impact of the tackle, but off looking at that, Yates might have knocked that on. We'll find out now. I think they're going to go no try and a knock on. Yeah, no try. Sam Burgess doesn't look happy. And on first look, it looked like it just came out on the impact, but the first impact it came out on, the ball came away from Mikey Lewis's arm, and I thought that's where it came back from, but it wasn't. It came out to Mikey Lewis's arm, and then Yates, trying to wrap in the tackle, caught it with his hand and knocked it forward, and that's when Thewlis picked it up. So it should be a Warrington scrum, because the original knock-on was from Mikey Lewis. Oh, sorted out. So Drinkwater's going to put the ball in for Warrington. They're on their own 30. Driven right up the middle. Unlucky there, Robert. But unfortunately, it was the right decision. Bateman drives it in, gets an offload, but doesn't make any ground from the offload. On the 40-metre line there for Warrington. It's Hadley in the tackle. Yates drives it forward over the halfway line. Vaughan trying to go down the right hand side now. Dufty into the line. Gets tripped by Mikey Lewis. Not held though. Gets up again. And now this is going to be a penalty to Warrington. Robert Harbison, story of my life. Long way to go in this one yet, Robert. Oh yeah, it was a high tackle that on Dufty. Not a swinging arm or anything, but it was definitely high. So Warrington will put it down the right hand side. They'll be starting about 25 metres out. Nicholson drives it forward up to about 15 metres out, slightly to the right. Walker in at dummy half, spreads it left. Vaughan, little pass there. Bateman up to the 10 metre, centre field. He's stopped by Hadley. This time they're going down the left hand side again, Warrington. They've got numbers, but they almost didn't need it there. They're just trying to push over the line now. Can't quite get there. 3 Hull defenders in attendance. This time they've got numbers down the right hand side if they want to run it. Lovely, lovely there from Warrington. And that's surely got to be a try. But they're celebrating Hull like it's been held up. Now they're trying to say that he's held up over the line. I couldn't see who it was. Was it Drinkwater? So Drinkwater's got 1, 2. He's going to have. Yeah, he's not got it down. He had his arm wrapped by. Can't quite see. Yeah, didn't get it down. So once again, unlucky for Robert Harbison. The story of his life. Warrington are held up over the line. No try again. It's better this though from Warrington. Starting to put some pressure on Hull because the first half an hour gone almost. Chip kick comes in. Burgess rises well, but he's tackled in goal. It'll be goal line dropout. Yeah, they're starting to put some pressure on Hull now. Because really for the first, 25 minutes, it's been all Hull KR. Hull just blowing a little bit as well. I think they'll take all the time they can. It's alright getting quick off the mark, trying to put Warrington under pressure, but it takes it out of your legs. Mikey Lewis takes as long as he can. Now he puts the kick in. It's a decent kick actually, almost up to halfway line. Dufty takes it on the 40. And Yates drives it up to the 30, so a good return there by Warrington. Centre field. Bateman drives it up to, does his usual thing, it almost gets up to the 20. Walker, dummy half, little short pass there. That Yates, wrapped up by 3 Hull KR defenders. Howell in at dummy half now, trying to come down the right hand side. They haven't got an overlap there though, and that's going nowhere. Little grubber kick comes in there from Warrington, but there's just too much on it, and it just rolls over the dead ball line. Evalds there, cool as a cucumber. He had a little bit of a panic at the last minute though. I don't know why was that? Either way. Robert Harbison says, close but no cigar. Well, you've got another set of 6 now, Robert. Walker in at dummy half. Little short pass there, driven straight up the middle by Warrington. 1 out football at the minute. Bakeman, he's trying to get up to the... where's he up to there? He's done well there, Bateman. Up to the 10 metre. Got numbers on the left-hand side here, Warrington. Dufty cuts back inside though. He'll be tackled on the 10. Centre field, Drinkwater. Little pass to Crowther. Walker in at dummy half again, trying to come down the right hand side now. Little grubber kick comes in from George Williams, but it's awful. He doesn't get hardly anything on it off his foot. And Mikey Lewis just says, thank you very much. I'll pick that up. Now Warrington are messing about at the play of the ball. Hull KR are playing along with it, and the referee just says, stop. Right, play the ball. Both players there were guilty of trying to get something on the go. Penalty-wise, that is. Hull up to their own 20. Driving it down the middle with Gildart. Up to their own, just trying to get over their own 30 now. Which they do well with Ryan Hall. Kick comes in there, along the ground. It's going to be fielded by Ashton, centre field. He gets over his 20, over his 30. And then was that a high shot came in by, was that Burgess? Referee says no. Windop drives it forward, back to Burgess. He's in the thick of it, Burgess, in this first half. Warrington just coming over halfway. Ty drives it almost up to... I thought he dropped that ball on the play then. Referee didn't say anything. Dufty with a little pass down the right-hand side here. Eulis with... Crowder not happy with that tackle. Thought it was a bit high. Referee says nothing wrong with it. Little chip comes through there from Warrington, and it's easily... easily fielded by Hull right under their own post, and they'll just bring it up centre field. Probably try and get this next set of 6 without doing anything fancy. 5 minutes to go before half time. They won't want to be giving away anything stupid. Hadley drives it over his own 30. Warrington Wolves quickly into the tackle though. Bateman having a little, not even handbags with Hadley. Ashton, great kick over his shoulder, takes it about 25 metres out, returns it quickly, and already he's over the 40. Good return that by Ashton. Thought there was a little high shot on him there as well, but nothing comes of it. 2 tackles gone, they're already over the halfway line now, Warrington. Nicholson over the 40, centre field. Walker in at dummy half, spreads it left. Bateman trying to drive it forward as he does. He won't get much further forward though because his shorts are down. Oh, I think there's a bit of an injury here to Minchella. Referee's just stopped play just while he gets it cleaned up. Going to be a little scratch, no doubt. that's a bit more than a little scratch. They're just going to let them wrap it up with bandages. Close to half time, they'll probably stitch that, I would imagine. Robert Harbison says, getting into it now. It'll be, they'll definitely want some points on the board with Warrington before half time, even if it's just for a little bit, well, for the obvious reason, but also just for their own confidence going in at half time. They won't want to get nilled, because the way that Hull KR came out from the very first play, it was their obvious intention to get into Warrington's faces, slow the play of the ball down as much as possible, and then quick off the mark. And they've done really well, actually, Hull, because you'd think they'd be getting pinged for offside, but they've been timing it pretty well. Back underway. Dufty trying to come down the right-hand side. It's the floor there. He does well because he was getting close to the sideline. Dewlis in at dummy half. Spreads it left. Williams tries putting a little kick into himself almost. It only went like 2 or 3 yards. Didn't need to do that. He's tried it a couple of times. Neither of them have come off. And Hull are back in possession, driven forward by Ryan Hall over his own 20. Right centre field now. Warrington getting behind their own team, trying to drive them on. Need a score before half time to the men in blue. Minchelli, you can't miss him now with a big white bandage around his head. Mikey Lewis is going to put that kick in. Gets clattered just as he... Well, it's a good kick though, that, from Mikey Lewis. He got clattered just as he... Just as he kicked that, so nothing wrong with it. It went out of play. It bounced about a yard in from the touchline and about 12 yards out, so it's going to be the handover to Warrington. They're going to be starting on about their own 15-metre mark. It's going to be a, what, 37 and a half minutes gone. They're going to have to come up with some set of 6 now if they're going to get a score before half time. Ashton in at dummy half, takes it himself. He's wrapped up after he makes about 5 metres. He's on his own 25. Walker in at dummy half. Little ball there to Yates. Gets over the 30. Not making big ground or Warrington at the minute. Bateman, he gets over the 40. Over the 41, 42. Great at that, John Bateman, getting them extra metres after contact. Walker in again. Spreads it left. Trying to come down the left-hand side now. Lindop tries going down the left-hand side. That's the final tackle. Kick comes in high. It's right into Hull's right-hand side. It's Evalds. Takes it well. Heads straight to the floor because he's right on his own goal line and right near the touchline. So he did well there, the Hull KR fullback. Warrington trying to keep Hull penned in here now. Walker, looks like he might have got done for messing about a little bit there. He didn't though. Ryan Hall tries to bring it away. They're only up to their own, about 11 metres out, Hull. Centre field now. Kick comes in. Long kick downfield. Fielded straight away though by Dufty. He's over the halfway line already. Tackled but not held. Tries getting up again, but Burgess completes that tackle. So 40 seconds to go. Ooh, that was a bit of a flop there. Walker in at dummy half. Centre field. George Williams. They try and spread it to the right now. Then they straighten it up down the middle. Plenty of time left here. 3 tackles gone. Short pass there. Short pass there by Warrington. Walker spreads it left. Vaughan keeps it going left. Dufty, little chip through. He's not going to get to it though, and Ryan Hall picks it up. He's tackled in goal, but that'll be the end of the first half. And Hull will nil Warrington in that first half, which is which is just what they will have wanted to do. So half-time, it's Warrington 0, Hull 10. Hull are jogging off, trying to get in the changing rooms quickly. No doubt Sam Burgess will want to be having a word with them. They're not out of this game. I mean, the scoreline says that. 0-10. 2 converted tries and you're back in the lead. So it's not an insurmountable task, but it's just the way that Hull have played in that first half. They've either Warrington need to up their tempo because Hull are managing to get set at the play of the ball and get off the line quickly and get into Warrington's face. And also they're slowing Warrington down at the play of the ball, which is allowing them to get set in defence. And I don't think they've been given offside once in that first half. Maybe once, I'm not sure. One of them might have been for a high shot or offside. I didn't quite see what the referee signalled. But either way, I thought within the first 5 minutes they were pushing that offside line. But they've kept the discipline and they've put Warrington under real pressure. Warrington had a good chance to coming down the right-hand side. I can't remember who the players were now. It was a break by Dufty and George Williams. And then out on the right-hand side, I couldn't quite see who it was, but it just needed one more pass. And then it's 50-50 whether you get the ball down over the line or you get pushed into touch. But the player decided to take the contact instead. And then it was played back to George Williams, who put a cross-field kick in. And it was fielded easily by Hull. Danger gone. Robert Harbison says, we need to score. When you say we, I'm assuming you mean Warrington. Leah's been very quiet tonight as well. I thought she would have been in giving me some grief over the last time she was in chat, and Warrington gave my beloved Wigan a good hiding. I couldn't do the watch along last night for Wigan because my beloved Wisła Krakow were playing in a Europa League qualifier. We got absolutely battered at Rapid Vienna. But hey ho, at least our striker, Radado, signed a new 2-year contract. And he managed to get us a goal, so at least we didn't get nilled. And all the Wisła fans who made the journey to Vienna at least had something to cheer about. Have a look at the stats for that first half, because it'd be interesting to know who had the most. I think I know the answer to it anyway, but I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure Hull will have been up on everything. Ball possession, territory. I can't think of anything where they would have been behind. Let us know in the chat what you're thinking. We obviously know what Robert thinks. They need to score. Warrington certainly do. The fans will drive them on in the second half, that's for sure. They'll get right behind their team. Will the Wolves fans? Just looking at the crowd there, They brought quite a few, Hull. Good effort from them. They've got a pretty full stand behind the post there. Well, we've not had that thunderstorm yet, so hopefully there won't be an interruption with the stream. We always seem to get that here in Devon. I think for our internet, we have a little hamster on a wheel that powers it. And you only need any a hint of rain, and the internet likes to go down or keep cutting out. And then if you get a thunderstorm, oh, blimey. That'll be a definite internet outage. I can hear you. I know what you're saying. Yeah, you won't be missed, Jimmy. Don't forget to join us tomorrow. We've got we'll have the sprint race from MotoGP, and on Sunday we've got Viswa Krakow away in a league match with, I'm assuming, no Collie in at centre half. I think he did his looked like he did his Achilles last night in Vienna. And Beardzicki, he got sent off last weekend, so he won't be playing. Just Jade says, evening everyone, hope you're well. Hope you're well, Just Jade too. One of my favourite cousins who lives in Wigan. What's your weather like at the minute, Jade? It's gone dark here. I think we've got a storm coming. Who will you be cheering for tonight, Jade? I was talking to your mum the other day. She said, "Oh, I'm not a rugby fan." How can you live in Wigan and not be a rugby fan? Nothing to say at the minute, really, so I'm just resting my voice. Go and get yourself a cup of tea and an orange like the players will be doing. Jade said it's been raining. Spent work in lockdown and finished riding in the rain. What a day. It's a weekend now, you can relax. Frankie James, she's off to Malaga on Sunday on a hen do. I'll have the place to myself, just me and the lads. What could go wrong? She talks gobbledygook. Who's that, your mum? She's always moaning at me. I don't like football. I don't like rugby. If it's not got two wheels or 4 legs, you've got no chance. Where's Ivan Dershowitz? I thought he'd be in tonight. Is he still managing to keep out of trouble? The mascots are having a race now, it looks like. looks like... Well, Warrington Wolves definitely won the mascot race. Although I do think Hull's mascot had trouble holding his head on. Just as he got over the halfway line. Jade said she likes nothing. That's not strictly true, is it? If you've got 4 legs and go, nah. Or a bike. Either with an engine or without. How's her ankle doing, by the way? She broke that. Did she break it, or Bradley sprain it? At Oulton Park, watching the British Superbikes. She said she wasn't on the beer. I reckon she was. She said it was early morning. Manchester United playing Liverpool tomorrow. Frankie James says, hi, Jade. Frankie James came in earlier on dressed as a nurse stewardess. It looks like she'd been dressed by the SS. Not be long till we're up and running again. Jade says, hey Frankie, hope you're enjoying the weather. And Frankie James is laughing, ha ha ha. I don't think that's about the weather. I think that's being dressed as an air stewardess. With a hat on. It's definitely either the SS or... wouldn't have been the Gestapo. That would have been plain clothes, wouldn't it? But when she came in, I did a double take. I almost put my hands up. Frankie says she's loving it. I'm off to Malaga on Sunday for a few days. Bet she looked like Wonder Woman, says Just Jade. She looked good, I'll give her that. Tight blouse on. Bit of a wiggle skirt. Neckerchief. It was the hat that frightened me. I noticed it was winged like the RAF, although I was looking for the... I thought it was going to be a skull, you know. Not long is it till the football season starts fully as well. Tell you what I did do the other night. If you're not into football, then apologies. But I did a live stream with Arsenal playing Liverpool over in the United States. One of the pre-season friendly kind of things. But I tell you what, Liverpool... I'm not a Liverpool fan. But they looked sharp already. So I've got a feeling they're going to hit this season running. We won't be off to a slow start, that's for sure. And the left winger they've got is a bloke called Carvalho or something like that. He's quick. Scored a goal as well. But Ben White for Arsenal, the right fullback, blimey, he terrorised him. They also ended up kicking lumps out of each other as well in a friendly. But, yeah, I think Liverpool are going to make a good fist of it this season. Frankie James says, a hen do. Ooh, sounds lovely, says Jade. To be fair, it does look like Gestapo. No, Gestapo always had long leather coats on, didn't they? And plain clothed. More like the SS. Frankie James says, all a bit last minute. My friend's daughter couldn't make it, so I'm going in her place. How are you doing now? His mum managing in the heat. Oh, yeah. Your mum's ginger, isn't she? I feel her pain. Mine's going grey now as well. It's funny though, because on when you're younger, I always used to burn. I'd go pink, red, back to pink, never brown. But as you get older with your skin, you tend to tan up a little bit better. So it's either that or my blood pressure. Normally when Henry Russell's around, my blood pressure goes up. Players are just coming out now. Warrington will be looking to get on the scorecard at least. That'll keep Robert happy. Leah, are you floating around? You're very quiet. Don't be waiting until Warrington take a lead and then coming in the chat. It's a good bit of a hectic day. We've been on lockdown due to local incidents in the shite heap. She's doing great. Currently away in Scotland. Ooh, that tells more about that. We're back underway. Mikey Lewis gets us underway. Warrington field the ball on their own goal line, driven up to about 15 metres out. Walker in at dummy half. Little pass. Here we go. This is offside. OKR. So they tried that quick play. Quick off the line at the play of the ball, but too quick this time. They were getting away with that in the first half. Penalty comes in, so Warrington will be starting on Hull's 40-metre line, centre field, driven in by Bateman. Just Jade, sunburn caused by your diet. You need more fats, Jimmy. I've got plenty fats. Trying to get under 15 stone. Warrington trying to come down the left-hand side there. That was a bit of contact with the head. It was Hiku. It was Holroyd. It was not that much in it. It was it kind of came over his shoulder and caught his ear. But you can't do that now. Hi, Miss Leah Marie. Frankie James says, hi, Leah Marie. Are you still in the chat? Frankie James, more fats, yeah. Blimey. It's going to be a penalty to Warrington down the left-hand side, and it'll be about 20 metres out. So they're pretty centre field. It was Hadley with the tackle. Walker in at dummy half, spreads it to the right, driven forward by Bateman. He's about 3 metres out, still driving forward. Short past the right under the post. I couldn't see what it was trying to drive it in for Warrington, but they can't find that space. They're trying to come down the right hand side now. A little pass from Vaughan over to George Williams. He's wrapped up about 2 metres out, trying to get his arms free. Hadley in the tackle again. Messing about at the play ball. Michael Lewis. 6 more to go for Warrington. 5 metres out. Centre field. Walker in at dummy half. He can go left or right. He's going to go right after a little feint. Can't make any ground up there though, Warrington. Still under the post. This time they go left. They've got a man over if they can get there. It's going to be tight though. Lindop, he's about 1 metre out as he got tackled. Ashton was in at dummy half there. Centre field again. Warrington trying to find a gap. Bateman drives it up to the 10. There's 4 tackles gone though. Centre field again. Are they going to put a grubber kick in? They've got a man out there now. If you can get out. Oh my word! It was tight. He couldn't get the ball away, and he's knocked it on. Oh dear. Frankie James says, flipping out. When I get back from this break, I'm defo cutting down on my food. Weight creeps up quickly. Certainly does. It's good fun though, isn't it, putting it on? It's just when you've got to start stripping it off again. Good tackle there by Mikey Lewis, and once again Warrington have blown a good opportunity down the right hand side. Sam Burgess doesn't look amused. It's going to be a scrum to Hull on their own 10 metres, centre field. But the danger has gone now. Ryan Hall trying to drive it forward, gets to about 15 metres out. Centre field, Mikey Lewis in at dummy half. Tanganoa almost made a little break there. Hadley drives it up to the 30 for Hull. 3 Warrington players in attendance. Batchelor drives it forward. Holroyd in the tackle there with Drinkwater. Minicella over the... He's about 45 metres out centre field. That's the 5th tackle now. Mikey Lewis puts the kick in. Dewlis gathers it well on his own 10. Runs inside trying to look for a gap to straighten up. Can't find one though, and he's tackled about 12 metres out from his own goal line, centre field. Just Jade said, eat more fats and it'll drop off. Frankie James says, keto diet. I know that you can eat cream and butter, all natural fats. You certainly can. I lost 2 stone doing that. Oh, I'll put some of it back on and all that. Warrington centre field. 4 tackles gone. 5th tackle, we're going to put a kick in on the halfway line. It's going to land on the 20. Burgess takes it well. He's up. He's about 35 metres out now. He's getting driven back there. 3 Warrington players in attendance. And tackles completed on the 30. Hull up to the 40, down the right hand side. Almost up to the halfway line. 3 tackles gone. Centre field, Mincella. Lovely little offload there by Hull. Almost up to Warrington's 40. Slightly down the left hand side. Now they spread it to the right. Little chip over the top into space. Dufty comes across, picks it up well. He's tackled about 5 metres out though, can't make any yardage. Drinkwater in at dummy half quickly there. Little pass to that Lindop. He drives it over the 10. Ulis comes into, drives over the 20, about 22 metres out. Good play there by the fullbacks for Warrington. And now messing about the play of the ball. That'll be a penalty to Warrington. Hadley, that's twice he's been pinged in this match, messing about. Frankie says it's processed foods that I need to keep away from. James says, yeah, Jade says, yes, basically, keto is a bit weird, the food combinations, but it's just working out what you can eat. The rugby players must eat for England. I often think how much their food bills are, says Frankie James. I think they eat most of it at the stadiums, don't they? They all have dietitians when they've finished training and that. Warrington in possession on Hull's 40. Now they're up to about the 35. Centre field. 25 metres out now. 2 tackles gone. Walker in at dummy half. Bateman tries to drive it forward. He does. He's about 15 metres out now. Walker in, dummy half again, spreads it left. Drinkwater, he was hit late after that. Little pass to Dufty and an easy try. An easy try on the left touchline by Ashton, and as he took that, drove over the line, he then cut back across And he's made this conversion a hell of a lot easier. He must have run in about 10, 15 metres there, so where it would have been a 4 and a possibility of a 2, he's drove it. Yeah, he's drove it in a good 10 metres there, so the chance this try is going to be converted, the possibility has just been increased greatly. But lovely little pass there from Drinkwater to Dufty. Dufty with a quick pass out wide to Ashton. And he had the awareness to get over the line and then drive in to make this conversion easier. So fingers crossed, if you're a Warrington fan, you'll have another 2 points coming as well. Just Jade says, have you seen what Eddie Hall eats? Frankie James says, nope. Is it a lot? He's a big boy. He certainly is. So it's going to be Thewlis with the kick. 83% probability, it says, that this kick goes in. Takes 1 step back, 2 steps forward, and he's pushed it to the right of the post. Oh, you'll be disappointed with that, as will the Warrington players, and Ashford will be thinking, what on earth? I may as well just dive straight over the line. But, Robert, you'll be happy. Warrington are on the board. We're back underway. Kick comes in. It's fielded on their own goal line by Dufty. Musgrove drives that forward. He's come on as a substitute. Bateman's... It's not Bateman, it's hard to tell if it's Walker or Bateman. They've both got the same haircut and they've got similar features. Either way, Warrington up to their own 40, down the right-hand side. That's 3 tackles gone. Duffy driving up. He's almost at halfway. Walker in at dummy half. Drinkwater, puts a kick into the right-hand side. Burgess fields it about 5 metres out. Runs back in field, centre field, and he gets tackled about 15 metres out. Litton's come on. Hall, he gets up to the 20, centre field. Over the 30 for Guildhart. 3 tackles gone. They're saying he knocked on there. I think they were saying that was stripped as he was on the floor. It was Guildhart. The ball came out. Warrington appealed. There was Bateman in the tackle. But the referee's saying that was scooped out. That'll be a penalty to Hull. They'll be starting on Warrington's 40. Down the left-hand side. Mikey Lewis with a little pass there. So he drives that forward. Now another little pass inside to Hadley. He drives it forward, centre field, up to Warrington's 20. They're looking to come down the left-hand side now. They've got a man over, but that's not going to work. And Lewis is down to about 12 metres out. George Williams with the tackle. Has a little shove at Williams. Williams just ignores him. Mincello, he's about 8 metres out, right under the post. Ooh, who was that? Another set of 6 there. I'm not sure why that was given another set of 6. Oh, Hadley's dropped centre field. Hadley got the ball there. First tackle after getting given another set of 6, and he puts the ball down, so Warrington will be well happy with that. Lindop drives it forward. Ashton up to the 30. Centre field, 3 Hull defenders in attendance. Trying to come down the left-hand side here, the space. Lindop hits the floor though, didn't want to get pushed into touch. George Williams in at dummy half, spreads it right. Drinkwater with a little pass there. And Warrington are almost up to the halfway line. 4 tackles gone. Williams now gets up to the... Oh, that was a bit of a high tackle. Right, I thought he was grabbed by the neck there, but referee says nothing wrong with that. Kick comes in. Burgess underneath it. Tackled just as he hits the floor on about the 15-metre mark down the right-hand side. And Hull will bring it away again. Good tackle there by Bateman. Ryan Hall drives it forward, trying to get up to the 30. Can't quite make it. Trying to come down the left-hand side now. Hull thought about the offload there. Wrapped up though. Was a little bit of an iffy pass as well. Looked a bit forward by Hull. Now it's come out in the tackle. And it's this time it's not stripped. It was Sue who's knocked that on. Yeah, definitely no hands involved there by a Warrington player. Probably just a sweat. It looked like it squirted out. And it'll be good field position now for Warrington to get something going. Warrington 4, Hull KR 10. Frankie and Jade are talking about calories and what Eddie Hall eats. That's not Hall, Ryan Hall, although I bet he eats a fair few calories as well. Oh no! First tackle, it's been knocked on. It's been knocked on by Lindop. It squirted out, but now there's a bit of handbags. I'm not sure whether they were trying to say it was a high tackle. Was it a neck? No, nothing wrong with that. It was only in the contact, it came free. Was it not? Oh, my word. I tell you, Warrington were lucky there. When the ball came free, Hull knocked it on. And if it had been a clean pickup, that would have been a try for Hull, because they wouldn't have been stopped. Lindop back in the tackle there, trying to make amends with Holroyd and Bateman. Batchelor drives it straight. Pretty central there. Hull in possession. Trying to get over Warrington's 40. They're coming down the left-hand side now. Mikey Lewis with a little pass there. Gildart over the 30. Hits the ground. Down the left-hand side. Mikey Lewis in at dummy half. Hadley drives it forward. Thought he got a bit of a smack to the chops then, but the referee's not interested. Litton about 15 metres out, centre field. Minchella, last tackle. Mikey Lewis puts a chip kick into Warrington's right-hand corner. Oh, nobody can get hold of it. Nobody can get hold of it for Warrington. Mikey Lewis can. He drives over the line. Puts it down. Don't need to go upstairs there, the referee. He's given that try. And Mikey Lewis, in all that chaos, picked the ball up, downed it well. That will be OKR 14. Warrington 4. And it'll be not a particularly difficult kick to come either for the conversion. Duffy couldn't make the tackle. Ty couldn't make the tackle. I know he's only small, Mikey Lewis, but he's certainly a strong lad. There was Williams in there. Nobody could stop him getting over the line there. They'll be disappointed with Warrington with the defence. And what are you talking about there in chat? Frankie James says, about the same as me at the minute, eating 10,000 calories a day. To be honest, that cannot be healthy. I just had an image of Eddie's undies. Not a pretty thought. I bet they're a fair size. I bet if you were on a yacht and you brought your sail, you could wear use his underpants as a sail. That's me on a Friday night. What, thinking about Eddie Hall's underpants? You need to get a hobby. That's converted. (16-4), so the gap is back to 2 converted tries just to draw level for Warrington. It was Ryan Hall who was causing trouble in the air again. And they've definitely targeted Ulis from the first half. They obviously see Warrington's right side as a weakness. And after what we've seen so far, they're probably right. I'm not saying Ulis is not a good player, but every attack where the ball's been put in the air from Mikey Lewis, there's been pretty much a problem every time for Warrington down that right-hand side. George Williams is shirtless. Now he's still waiting for a shirt. He won't want to go off because they won't want to be making an interchange there. Still not playing. We're waiting for a shirt for George Williams. Man, or somebody's bringing him one out. He's not exactly rushing. Come on, mate. Get a wriggle on. No doubt there's a few ladies in the crowd enjoying that. Probably a few dudes as well. We live in modern times. Warrington, get us underway. Kick down the right-hand side, fielded on the goal line by Hull, driven back about 15 metres out. 3 Warrington players in attendance there. Trying to spread it left now, Hull. Ryan Hall drives George Williams back. He's about 22 metres out now. 2 tackles gone. Ooh, somebody lined up Hadley there. He got flattened. Who was that? Didn't quite see. Was it Drinkwater? No, it wasn't Drinkwater because he's just been involved in that tackle. .59.5 minutes gone. Minchella looking at the referee there. Kick comes in from Mikey Lewis. Was he taken late there? He tried making a meal of it. Try and get the referee's attention. Either way. Fielded by Warrington, about 15 metres out, and they're up to the 25. That's where they'll be starting from on this set of 6. Up to the 30. Bateman, he's trying to get up to the 40 this time though. He normally gets a few metres after the contact, but he's driven back there by Gildart Hadley. And I couldn't see who else it was. Didn't make anything there really. This time Warrington get over the 40. 4 tackles completed. Trying to come down the left-hand side now, Warrington. They're going to run it. Oh, Williams gets the ball knocked out of his hands. And now Burgess is trying to get down the right-hand side. Tackle's not completed by Ashton. Then they get back with Drinkwater to make the tackle complete. But Batchelor there just knocked that ball out of George Williams' hands too easy. I don't think he even knew he was there. And it's Hull, centre field. Oh, 20, 25 metres out. And then they knock that ball on though, do Hull. So Warrington will get a reprieve there. Who was it? It was Sue. Just kind of, I don't think he took his eye off the ball. I don't think he ever really had it in his possession. We'll forgive him that one though after his try earlier. He's not had a really good game tonight, George Williams. Some of his Vaughan's gone off for Warrington. Some of his little chip kicks through have not been good tonight from Williams, and he's not having the best of games. Still time to turn that around though. 20 minutes to go. Come on, George. Get your game head on. Warrington over their own 20, down the right-hand side. 2 tackles gone. Walker in at dummy half, spreads it left. Oof, my word. Bateman drives it up to almost the 20. Walker in again at dummy half, scampers forward a bit, then spreads it left. Behind the 40 there for Warrington, and it lands. What a kick that was. 40-20 by Warrington. It was Walker. He made sure he was just inside his own 40. Put that kick in, and it bounced. It bounced almost on the 20-metre line, but the bounce was kind to him as well. So Warrington right under the post, and they're about 8 metres out. First tackle completed. Curry takes that ball off Walker. He's not going anywhere though, and he just takes the tackle. Now they spread it left. Williams with a pass to Dufty. Lindop. He's tackled about 7 metres out down the left-hand side. Dufty in at dummy half. Spreads it wide right to... Oh no. To George Williams. And now Walker puts that ball down on the floor. And all that pressure that Warrington were just starting to impart on Hull, that pressure valve's just been released with a knock-on. It wasn't the best pass, but it wasn't a bad pass, and you'd be expecting to take that. But there's plenty of claret on show tonight from Minchella and George Williams, as Burgess has had a bloodied nose, and plenty of effort going in. Ryan Hall from the scrum brings it out down the left. He stops at the 20-metre line. Good defence there from Warrington. First 2 tackles. They've made no ground really at all, Hull. Mikey Lewis tries driving that one forward. Almost up to the 30. Oh no, it wasn't Mikey Lewis. Was it? It was Brown. How can you confuse those two? There's only about 5 stone difference between the two. Oh, a nice offload there from Hull on the halfway line. Sue trying to come down the right hand side. He's tackled at Warrington's 40. Almost knocked on there by Litton. Grabs it at the second attempt over Warrington's 40-metre line there now. Are they going to put a kick in? They certainly do. Ashton, he's not going to catch that. It's caught by Hull, but then knocked on. And I'm not sure who knocked it on first, whether Ashton got anything on it. No, he didn't. Or did he? There was definitely a knock-on by Hull, but it's whether there was a knock-on by Ashton as that ball was being offloaded backwards. No, it was just a knock-on by Hull, so it's Warrington in possession. 12 metres out, centre field. Walker, run from dummy half, up to the 20, Warrington now. Vaughan, he's back on, trying to drive up to the 30. He's just short. Nah, he does well there. Gets over the 30. Walker, dummy half, spreads it to the right. They've got a man out wide if they can get there, but Pulis has to come back inside, takes the tackle. That looked like a forward pass. George William running crossfield, trying to straighten it up. Can't though. Eventually does get the pass away off the floor to Drinkwater, and he gets over Warrington's 40. And now Warrington once again put the ball down. It'll be Burgess, and Hull will be starting with a 0 tackle from their own, and it was George Williams again who put it down. Not a brilliant pass to him, it was almost hit him in the face, but it'll be Ryan Hall, just gets over the halfway line, centre field. Pace of this game just slowing down a touch there. Offload there by Hull. Hadley, he's managed to drive over the 40. He's about 35 metres out. Centre field. Hull try and come down the right hand side. Up to Warrington's 20. Try coming down the left hand side now. Mikey Lewis, pass out there. Straightened up by Hull. About 15 metres out. It'll be Litton in at dummy half. He's probably going to go to the right. He does. Fifth tackle coming up. About 11 metres out. Centre field. Litton goes to the right. I'm going to put a kick in. Litton spreads it out wide left. Hadley. I thought he was going to put a chip kick in there. Ryan Hall takes it on the sideline, but he's driven into touch by Pulis, and Hull won't be bothered about that actually. They'll just be happy to get set back in defence and let Warrington start from their own 10, because from what we've seen so far tonight from Warrington, they've not been at the races really. They're about 18 metres out, down their own right hand side. Trying to get the hands free there for an offload, but wrapped up by 3 Hull KR players. Walker in at dummy half, spreads it left. Vaughan over the 20. Centre field, still going. Good effort there from the tanned man. He's up to the 40 almost. Coming down the left hand side now, Dufty trying to run. He had Ashton outside of him. He's still going. Still going. Eventually he gets tackled. That was Holroyd. He's driven it in about 35 metres out. Pretty central. Williams puts an awful kick in. He was under pressure in fairness to him. It's just gone straight sideways. No distance on it. Bateman catches it in the air. Tackled on Hull's 40 metre line. And that's going to be the handover. Sam Burgess looks less than impressed. I don't understand how Warrington can put that performance in against Wigan that they did last week, and then they can put this one in the week after against Hull KR. I suppose that's to err is human, as they say. Might just be an off night for Warrington, or maybe Hull KR are just playing better on the night, not allowing Warrington to play the game. Still time though. 10.5 minutes to go. Warrington on the defence, 40 metres out from their own line. Musgrove on, Yates off. Almost up to Warrington's 20, centre field. Litton in at dummy half. Spreads it out left. Mikey Lewis thought about a kick. Carried on going left though. Ryan Hall, he's trying to drive in towards the goal line. Tackled about 5 metres out. George Williams in there with Bateman. Gildart in at dummy half. Back to Mikey Lewis. Brown drives it in about 8 metres out. Last tackle coming down the right hand side now. Burgess, he'll just get wrapped up on the 10, take the tackle, and that'll be the handover. .5 minutes gone. Warrington 4, Hull KR 16. Hull KR claiming a knock on there. Who was that? Was it Lindop or was it a high tackle? Might have been a high tackle. Oh yeah, it was. Swinging arm. No malice in it, but it was definitely a high tackle. And still with a 12-point deficit. Clock stopped at the minute. It's a penalty to Warrington on their own 10. Kick comes in, they'll be starting from their own 30. Frankie James says, Jade, you planning any trips this summer? Warrington up to their own 40. Centre field. Vaughan with a little pass there. Vaughan. He has that ball back. He's still going. Walker in at dummy half, trying to come down the blind side. With two players outside him, but didn't let the pass go. Probably wise. Would have been going into touch. Oh, George Williams took that one while he was travelling, but he's tackled on Hull's 20. Dufty with a little grubber kick, picked up by Burgess about 5 metres out, and he's tackled, gets to the 10 metre line. Warrington trying to put Hull under pressure now, try and keep them penned in. Doesn't really work though, and Hull are already up to the 20. Ryan Hall, he's up to the 25 where he's tackled. Bateman and Walker in there. Fourth tackle, sorry. Kick comes in. Ashton takes it about 35 metres out, starts running sideways, then straightens up centre field. He's met there though by 3 Hull defenders. Maybe Drinkwater in at dummy half. Lindop drives it over the 40. Look a little bit devoid of ideas at the minute, Warrington. Kind of playing one-out rugby. And it's not working. They're not managing to break through Hull KR's defensive line. I think their only hope now with, 7 minutes to go, they're going to have to start spreading it wide. Vaughan drives it forward. Drinkwater puts the high kick in towards Burgess on the right-hand side. He rises well, takes it about 15 metres out. He's tackled straight away. And Hull will bring it away again. Centre field, they're about 25 metres out from their own try line. Well, that's all they need to keep doing, Hull, just bringing it forward like they're doing now, complete the sets of 6. And I don't think Warrington have got it in them tonight to break the defensive line or get round the side of them. Over the halfway line now, Litton in at dummy half. 3 tackles completed. Minicello, he's over the 40. Litton back in dummy half again. He's going to spread it right. They're going to put a kick in here. They are. High kick comes in from Hull. Ashton knocks it on. And it'll be 6 again. It'll be 6 again to Hull. About 15 metres out from Warrington's try line. I think it's just going to be one of them nights tonight for Warrington where nothing they try comes off. And every 50-50 contact, they're losing. About 2 metres out, Hull. Litton in at dummy half, centre field. Minicello, he's trying to drive it himself. He's stopped about a metre short. Oh, they're just driving it forward here, Hull. Litton still in it at dummy half. Now they spread it to the left. Gildart, he's running across field. He straightens it up. That'll be three tackles gone. Mikey Lewis goes for the drop goal. Somebody got a touch on that and it went to the right of the post. But then, was that Thewlis who took the ball behind the goal line? But he's tackled behind the goal line, so it's going to be it's going to be a dropout under the post for Warrington. They just cannot get out of their own red zone, really. It's going to be Drinkwater with the kick. He goes short down the right-hand side, trying to gain possession. A little bit too much on it, though, and it's taken easily by Guildhart. About 25 metres out, down Hull's left. It's going to be Ryan Hall to drive it in. Bateman tries stopping him. He's helped by Ulis. But Hull are not trying to do anything too expansive now. They're just finishing their sets of 6. Running that clock down. 4 minutes to go, just under. And I think this is pretty much a done rubber. Oddly, he drives it up to the 10, pretty central. Trying to go down the left-hand side now. Now they straighten up again. Running across the line there, little offload. Hull trying to come down the right-hand side. That'll be a try. Hiku got over there, and that might... Ashton couldn't get underneath him trying to hold the ball up. They go into the video referee. On-field decision is a try. I'm not sure why he's gone upstairs, really, unless there's something obvious there, because it was a pretty obvious try. Matty Ashton couldn't hold the ball up. It's a bit of a mismatch, really. Hiku against Ashton. I did better than I thought, Ashton, but to be honest, that ball's down. That'll be a try. Oh dear. What has Sam Burgess said to his players at the end of this match? I don't suppose he can have too much of a go at them. It's just been one of them nights. Hull KR 20, Warrington Fuller, conversion attempt to come. It's just been one of them nights. From the very first whistle, Hull KR have been up for this. And Warrington haven't been able to cope with them. They've been quick off the mark from the defensive line. They've been pinged a couple of times. Not in the first half though, but in the second half for offside. But they've been slowing Warrington down at the play of the ball as well, allowing them to get set. And they've certainly given everything tonight. They won't be taking anything off the field with them, Hull, that's for sure. Mikey Lewis is giving the fans something to cheer for. Litton, a picture of concentration. He's got the kick to come from the right hand side. Just to rub salt into the wound, it comes in off the left hand upright. Warrington forward, Hull KR 22. Just under 2 minutes to go. Warrington goes short off the kickoff. Matty Ashton does pick that ball up. So Warrington will be in possession on the 30-metre line. Centre field. First tackle. About 28 metres out. They'll try and come down the left-hand side. Perry, trying to come down the left-hand side now. Ashton, it was a forward pass from, was it Duffy who got, was it a late tackle? Or was it a forward? It was a forward pass, I know that. But have they pinged? It wasn't a late tackle really, kind of pulled out of it if anything, did the Hull KR player. And they'll be celebrating all the way back home tonight. They're certainly celebrating in the stadium as well. Warrington fans are still getting behind the team, which is good to see. They've not stopped chanting and cheering all night, and they've not had a lot to cheer about. Ryan Hall out from the scrum, he's trying to drive it forward. He's about 15 metres out from his own line, and with 20 seconds to go, I don't think they'll do too much here. Hull probably just one more tackle. The hooter will be going, and OKR will be going to the top of the Super League. There we go. The hooter goes. Warrington forward, OKR 22. They go top of the Super League, like I say. Wigan have still got a game in hand. But on goal difference, OKR are your leaders. So a quick shout out, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. Ping that notifications bell, then you can keep up to date with what we've got coming up. And if you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be fantastic. We've got, we should have a sprint race coming tomorrow from Silverstone, the British MotoGP. Sunday, we've got this Krakow. We've got a league match away. Kickoff's 1:30, so we'll be on here about 10 minutes before. Just go through the team lineups, see who we put in at centre half, because I think Coley's done his Achilles last night playing away at Rapid Vienna. So we'll see what sort of performance they can put in. Thank you to everyone who's joined in the chat tonight. That'll be Leah Marie, although we didn't see Leah much after the start, but thanks for joining in the chat, Leah. I do appreciate it. Robert Harbison, good to have you in the chat, my friend. Josh Jade, Frankie James. We also had Carlos from Mexico in earlier on. He's a regular. So I hope you have a great weekend, Carlos, and you can manage to join us. I'm going to call it a night now, go and get some tea. I am Jimmy James, you've been watching Catch It Live First. We'll be back tomorrow, make sure you tune in for our live stream. Cheers all, have a great weekend.